Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. Oh, I'm actually up on the hillside, overlooking Kelowna. This is actually built around a golf course. This place. It's a pretty big development actually, and we're up the ridge and over, and the top of the valley up there. That's the upper ridge there. So we're up pretty high actually. Anyway, I'm doing the post vacuuming on this job. This is about a 10-year-old carpet. If you go back to the previous video, when I cleaned this area down here, it was absolutely incredible how black the rayon blend polypropylene green stripe pad got that I used. I was talking to the customer about that. I showed it to them, and he said, well, that's interesting, because he said when I emptied my built-in vacuum just very recently, he said the dirt that came out of it was black. So that's very interesting. I'm a little puzzled by that. You almost think that would be something you would see in an area where there was a lot of traffic, a lot of rubber dust or something like that, but anyway, I don't really, I can only assume that that's what we've got, and perhaps it's just the way that the air currents move in this area, and a lot of the pollutants, dirty air as it were, from down in the valley is just moving its way up here and getting into the homes here. So that's the only theory I have, because it was very unusual to see how black the pad was, even though the carpet didn't look dirty really at all. And then to hear him say that there was a tremendous amount of literally black dirt came out of the canister of his built-in vacuum. So clearly there's something happening here, and that's the only thing I can think of. It's just kind of weird, but anyway, the carpet's looking really, really good. They're very thrilled with what's going on here. I've already finished off the upstairs 2 area rugs, and the master bedroom and the office, and they're thrilled with how that turned out, because it turned out beautiful. And I already said they were going to be writing a great review for us, so that's wonderful to hear. And one thing I was going to point out is I did the bedroom up there and the office, same carpet. Again, it didn't look very soiled, although more wear and tear than in this area down here. But I used the fiber pad, hog's hair, and then Iron Man pad on there, and the carpet the pad really wasn't very soiled at all, and it was not black like what I got off of this area. So kind of odd. And I asked him about his furnace filter, and he says no, it just, I've cleaned, when I've changed it, it's just sort of a light colored dust or whatever, not black. So very odd, a little odd. And by the way, this carpet is 10 years old, and this is the first cleaning, although it doesn't really look like it needs to be cleaned. I mean, as far as soiling, it's really looks great, but maybe they'll be a regular customer every 10 years. Yeah. Actually, I've got quite a few customers that I only see them every few years, but they consider themselves to be regular customers. But one of the things that I find with this process, with the Oxy-Dry soil extraction transfer technology, or set method, carpets stay clean longer than if I was steam cleaning them, for sure. And I've had many people over the years comment on that, how that they would say, yeah, no, once I started to get my carpets cleaned by Oxy-Dry, I haven't had to have the carpets cleaned as often, because they stay clean. And that's one of the advantages for the customer. Turn that light off there. But I guess you could consider it perhaps a disadvantage for the operator of a method like this, in a sense, Although, you know, ultimately you want to be doing the best you can. And really, this is the kind of cleaning you should be doing, using a method that gives the customer the best life out of the carpet and the greatest length of time between cleanings, because the carpet is not resoiling. You don't want to have a rapid resoiling situation, which can be caused by residue, or overwetting will do it. And of course, when a carpet gets steam cleaned, in most cases, most carpet cleaners don't even bother pre-vacuuming. And they know, we all know that's the proper way to go, but most guys won't do it. And they know they're going to be driving the dirt into the back, and then it wicks back and makes for rapid resoiling. I think that's a far greater contributor to a rapidly resoiling carpet than actual residue. Residue is not really anywhere near the issue that it used to be, because the chemistry of the cleaning products has improved a lot over the last 2-3 decades. But most carpet cleaners, steam cleaners, aren't bothering to pre-vacuum. It takes time to do that. And when their pricing are now so low, you know, that's one of the things that they're going to omit from the service, because it takes time. And I'm actually vacuuming twice. I vacuumed this whole carpet before I cleaned it, then I cleaned it, and now I'm vacuuming it again. And that's how I normally clean. So the carpet gets a double vacuuming. And with the Hoover Hush Tone, which is what I usually will use, very, very powerful, very effective vacuum. And in some cases I will use the Kirby, which again is an extremely powerful vacuum. So I've been at it for just over 3 hours, and I'm almost done, so this whole job about 3.5 hours. And you know, if there's some out there thinking, well, I could have done it a lot faster, well, probably you could. But it's not about speed. It's about doing the best job you can, and having a much more long-term view of what you're doing. Because, oh, where's my switch? Oh, there it is. Yeah, you want to be having this customer, and I will be having this customer writing us a fantastic review, and that'll help to grow the business and to get other customers. And she's actually gonna, this is a community, so she says she's gonna put it in their community newsletter. And there's probably I don't know, 200 or 300 houses here, I think, and they're all high-end. That's the kind of That's the kind of customer you want. Now we've got to get under this thing. Those things look really nice. Look really cool when they're on, but they sure burn up a lot of gas. When we put our fireplace on in our living room, it's very nice, and it really heats up the living room really nicely. But we'll see it on our gas bill, so we don't use it much. I don't think I actually have turned it on once this year. We've only had one really cold stretch anyway. That was about a week or so. We're down to minus 15, I think, or so. But we're in the pluses now, and I think the end is in sight for our winter here. Sunny day today. Boy, does that carpet look good. Can you see that? It just looks wonderful. And you know, one of the things about the carpet when I've finished cleaning it, and especially since I've groomed it with a vacuum, the carpet really has a very nice, soft, fluffy feel to it. And I get people often commenting and saying that. They say, "Oh, I can even feel the difference on my feet." The pile is lifted. The set method, when you're doing it the right way with the right pads, etc., will definitely lift the pile very well. The rotary is very effective at doing that, and I don't know why people say it doesn't do that. Some people say the rotary will flatten the pile. It's like, well, that's not my experience for over 30 years. Just primarily using the rotary. But anyway, that's one of those things that there's a lot of things that are said, I guess, that aren't based on in fact. It's just people repeating what someone else told them without actually really knowing what they're talking about. Almost done, and then I'll just groom the steps and I'll be finished. And I groom the steps with a little Grandy groomer. I almost never use the vacuum to post trim steps. I could even put the hose on and a nozzle. I've done that in the past, but I rarely do that. Okay, we're done, so I'll let you go. Thanks for watching and have a good day.